Today on Race the Nation, a TV star takes on the Rednecks. It's Viper versus Vette, history, exotics, madness, crazy fixes, and controversy as the 2013 championships commence.
I didn't know where he hit me, but he got inside and clipped the wheel and spun me.
It was a hard-fought race. I was sliding all over the place.
We used to feed Richard Petty, AJ Foy, like I said, Marion Reddy.
If you're not making yourself nervous, then you're not on the edge.
The home of high-end and high-performance sports cars, the North American Road Racing Association pits mighty muscle against European exotics and boosted imports in their US GT and Whelen US TimeTrial Championships. The country's best club and regional racers, tuners and backyard builders test themselves against the pros and the top, most challenging tracks. It's man versus machine as they race the nation. He may have won 10,000 on Are You Faster Than a Redneck, but now Jeremy Rohrs was in Texas. And for the Whelen US TimeTrial's American muscle drivers, it was time to settle the score. And Rohrs was taking note.
Bring them on. We'll show them what Texas is all about. We're not going to hand it to them. That's all I'm going to say.
This is by far the premier series in the country at this point, hands down. Since I first pulled up, I haven't seen what even looks like a remotely slow car this entire time. So yeah, I got my hands full here for sure.
Also set for a learning curve, another new kid on the block, Brian Leonard, handed the keys to his father and uncle's USGT Championship Vette.
I almost didn't come because my mom went to the hospital. She had a mini stroke, and she told me I needed to get down here and just do it because I've always wanted to. It's my first big race. So I came down here, everything's good with her, and I'm just absolutely stoked. I mean, this is what I've been building up to my whole life. I mean, this is all I've ever wanted to do, and I'm ready to do it.
But his first laps on Friday were cut short.
Got a broken rocker arm, got to get that sorted out and try to get another one on the way. So hopefully we can pull it off.
Hoping for the same, Kathy Stout, after husband Jim demolished the front end of a GT2 Viper on the cold morning track. It was catching everyone out, Bolden too. Come race day and track temps were still down, only half the field venturing out for the first Whelen US TimeTrial session. And more drama for those who dared.
I knew what was going to happen, and it happened anyway. This track and the cold tires, it's crazy.
Nevertheless, Messer fastest, but in the second session, it was Costas, the lone Camaro quickest, and the new boy Mike Weathers wowing with a TT2 class record. 2012 champ Perkins surprisingly down the order.
Trying to get used to the car again, and it's all set up completely different. It's like learning to drive all over again. Well, we changed the gear ratio and lightened it up at 200 pounds and did a few things like that, and just trying to get used to it. Don't have ABS anymore, so just a whole new car really.
Just 2/10 ahead, Rohrs was another learning.
This is my first time ever at Texas World Speedway, so this is definitely a course to take some brass balls to be fast at.
Back in the GT garage, and Fisher frantic.
I'm replacing coil packs. We think we might have a bad coil pack, so we're going to take the ones off the car that has a bad roller, switch them out with this one. Hopefully we got our problem solved. Hopefully.
He took to the grid though, as did Kathy Stout. Rookie Brian Leonard, an impressive third fastest in class. Fiorelli on the pole, knocks some more, knocking 2012 GTU champ Stout off the front row. And with the green, the new USGT season underway, with Stout rocketing past the ACRXs of Moore and Knox, Fiorelli already a mile in front. Further back, Galern straight past Farmer as Katz comes around Atherton.
We were just coming off of the last turn, and I saw the green. I don't think everybody expected it because they were just bunching up, and I went. My foot went down, and it worked.
Loudon making up positions. Outside of Fisher and Leonard, the two vets side by side. Moore takes us through his first lap.
We got down through the first couple of turns, and Dan was pretty loose. His tires, I guess, were still cold, so I managed to get around him. We had a good go at it for a couple laps, but after his tires got warmed up, I couldn't maintain pace with him.
And Knox was back through. Meanwhile, traffic mounting behind Galern and Katz, whose Viper we discovered was a long way from home.
This is Richard Kimber's car from Australia, ran the Australian GT. It was a campaign in the Vodka O Series.
On the move again, Loudon around the outside of Atherton and immediately looking at Farmer. Next lap, and this time Loudon goes for two, Farmer and Katz. The pair now nose to tail with Atherton. On the banking, Farmer looks, but the door slammed by Katz, allowing Atherton to get a run. Farmer has none of it, outbraking him into the infield and nearly Katz too. A few corners later, and Farmer sneaks past over the crest. Inspired, Atherton has a lunge into turn 1 and makes it stick. Lap 6, and with Knox all over the back of Stout, up front and setting the fastest laps of the race, it was still Fiorelli, until a failure of either man or machine. More action from TWS up next, and we'll discover some of the famous faces to star at this track with the man who's fed them.